going to do something today that we don't hear enough of, and that's the innovation and the economic opportunity that comes from the results achieved by the real leaders in the private sector and rural America, instead of more Washington knows best promises that we often hear from. In order to address the needs of displaced workers, I think it's important to acknowledge private innovation and the investment that is already meeting these needs, and I want to give credit where it is due. I want to highlight specifically Microsoft's presence in my district as one such example. Microsoft has a facility in rural Mecklenburg County that acts as a data center and a major employer for the area. For most of you who probably don't know Mecklenburg, it's a beautiful county with great communities, and I'm proud to represent them. Sadly, it has endured the pain of economic displacement like other rural areas throughout the country, as some of its historic industries have shrunk or been displaced. But Microsoft has a presence going back some 10 years in the district, in this community, bringing digital innovation to this part of rural Southside Virginia. And this does not simply represent one additional employer for my district, but it's actually helped change the way we view education and workforce development more broadly. Mecklenburg County is currently in the process of constructing a modern high school expected to open in fall of 2022 with specialized career tracks for students to develop the skills they need to thrive in a skill-based economy. Among the many skilled, job-ready specialties offered, things such as electrical, mechanical, plumbing, welding, etc., also included is advanced technology with the credential that is required to work at this local Microsoft data center. So for those looking to Washington, D.C. or Congress to have all the answers, and I say go to Mecklenburg and see what Microsoft and our community education leaders there are doing that this body so often fails to do: innovate and recognize the value in rural America. So my question, probably expectedly with that lead in, is for Mrs. Wu with Microsoft. Ms. Wu, aside from direct investment of more hardworking taxpayer dollars, how can Congress help and encourage the private sector to develop innovative opportunities like what Microsoft has done in rural Mecklenburg County in Virginia?
Thank you, Congressman. And we're very proud of our work in your district. And frankly, we've learned a lot from working with Southside Virginia Community College. I think something we learned from that is as they say, it takes a village. And so sometimes federal dollars can be a helpful sort of leveraging point. They can also be a helpful convener, the workforce system, to sort of bring people together and show, look, here are where the gaps, here are some partners that can work together. They can use non-federal dollars, as you said, but sort of bringing people together to have a better understanding of the needs and the different supports is very important. Something we really learned from that partnership, for example, is there need to be supports all the way along. You got to recruit students. Students need scholarships, which we provided. They need devices. Their devices weren't up to snuff. When we worked with the community college to say, okay, well, we'll have a data center lab so we can simulate what it's like to work in a data center. Turned out in the building, the electrical systems needed to be upgraded to build the lab. There are many stages along the way and many ways that different partners, government or non-government, can pitch in to help.
Thank you for that answer. Why do you think some might view rural America as an economic liability rather than an opportunity for investment, as Microsoft did a few years back here in Mecklenburg? And what can be done to improve or rectify that perception of rural America?
Well, first of all, I think it's going out to our communities and really listening and working with partners. Microsoft is proud to partner with 4-H and Future Farmers of America on making sure people all over the United States have digital skills. And we learned our lesson. People want to stay in the communities where they were raised. You can try to bring in talent from somewhere else, but those people maybe won't stay. So actually investing in communities, getting people the skills they need, it benefits us not only because they may work at the data center, but they may open other businesses, start their own tech firms in the area. And that way we can help to grow a hub of innovation, which is what we're really trying to do.
Well, thank you all for being part of the solution there in that rural part of Virginia, Mecklenburg County. And Chairman, my time has expired, so I yield back. Thank you.